we call it blues. That's why. Crawling winds, yes, yeah, blues. All can move. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. We call it blues. Got those winds.
All right, we're moving towards the end of our first day. You can see the sun is starting to drop a little bit in the west, and the kitchen's starting to get a little bit dimmer, so pay close attention to this. This is real important. Windows can be tricky. People generally don't really know what they're doing, and they'll take a brush and they'll just kind of get the paint on there the best they can. You know, sometimes it looks okay, and if you don't get a real close look at it, but I'm going to show you the real way to do a window. These are double hungs. That means the tops and the bottoms both open. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by reversing the two windows, because there's a little ledge here at the very top of, well, let's see, let me show you where it's at. Let me show you why. You've got this part right here on the top window. You've got that little piece of wood. You want to paint that. And you also want to paint the little part right there, because when you open your windows, all of a sudden you see this, you know, this yucky looking line there. So this is how you get that. You drop the bottom, or drop the top, and you drop the bottom, or raise the bottom. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Don't do what I say, just do what I show you. That'll work. So what we do is we start here, and we're using a 2.5-inch sash brush. This one happens to be a Purdy, and I like that brush quite a bit. And so what we're doing is we're taking the paint, we're putting the paint on, and then what we do is we take the brush and we bring it to the line. And this is why this is how you don't get paint all over your windows. And you don't really have to tape your windows off. It's not necessary to do it with the tip of your brush. Not a heavy loaded brush, just enough to get some on there. And when we're done, I will show you how to scrape the windows, because we're going to want to get a real nice close edge on that. And you hear my daughter in the background talking a little bit. She's painting also in the other room. She's only 6 and she's painting, you know, finger painting. So, but she's up and coming. She's going to be working for All About Paint soon. I'd say at about 8 years old we'll have her going. So what I did is I hit this bottom piece real nice. That's all you need. This is the same color. It's white on white. And what I would do too is I would probably just get this upper little piece here too, the last inch or so. And then that's pretty much it. Now you're ready to put this back up, bring this down, and then I'll start inside out. So what I do is I start on the inside windows, and then I work my way out to the frames. So what we're doing here is the same thing. We're going to get that little bit right in here, right along the window. Not real heavy, not a ton of paint on your brush, but get it on there and bring it up nice and even. And then what I do is I do this part here, I face it off. There we go. So then we take this side here, and as you see here, this is not taking, well, don't put yourself in the corner like what I did there. You know, I got to push the window up, so I already painted that, so you might just have to hit it again. So I take this end here, the side of the window, on the wood, and I doody, just doody. Now I've got that side done. I've got this side ready to go. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just getting that inside corner on the glass with just a little bit of paint. And what I'm doing is, if you notice, I'm not taking my brush and I'm not coming all the way down to where I can't stop at the end. I'm going about halfway, pulling off, and I'm starting on the bottom and going up and lifting away. So my brush marks are flowing together. So we did the top window. You do the bottom window exactly the same. So just for this, example, let me show you how you do a side piece of trim. What I do is I'll generally get the side part first, and now we caulk this window in, and just as long as you get a nice even coat of paint on that side. You know, this is a difficult side because it's near a cabinet, and I just want to get a nice little coat on for color. And then what I'll do is I'll start up here in the corner. See, you have a mitered corner and it's on an angle, so just go to there. And then this is a little more difficult. You're going to want to take your brush, and you're not fully loaded with paint. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to bring it in. Can you see that? Is my head in your way? See that? And then do the same thing. Bring it up. And you don't need to use a whole lot of paint. Put half paint on your brush. Don't try to take every ounce of paint out of it, because remember, you're applying paint with a brush. You're not squeezing every bit of paint out of it. So you're putting the paint on. And then to come across here, you start the same way. You start in this corner and you work your way over. Pretty fun, isn't it? See, I know you do it at home or can do this. And remember, if you have any questions, I don't have a problem with answering your questions. I'd love to. Just email me at perry@allaboutpainttv.com, and I'll be happy to answer any question you have. And if there's something you missed or I neglected to show you, just contact me. I'll help you out. Give me a call. See you later.